Hey Nick, hit a lot of nails on the head in that one. Congratulations. Um, it's kind of a "you are here," you know, and it doesn't look good ahead. So right though, because the IMF, we've been playing a monetary system game of chicken almost ever since we established fractional reserve banking and basically the debt money system um, of the world, which we adopted with Federal Reserve Act, and which after Bretton Woods at the end of the war, um, all the industrialized World Trade Organization nations adopted the debt money system. And the failure of the debt money system is a manifestation where there's not enough money being created to make the interest payments and the debt service payments on the money that's already out there. And when I say money, I mean anything that's denominated in dollars, so all those debt instruments that you were talking about that the markets are going to be looking at, all those debt instruments that they're going to be looking at are things that have been created, for the most part over the last 15 or 20 years in the financialization of the global economy. Okay? So we have all these trillions of dollars of debt instruments that have been created that have produced absolutely nothing. Okay? For which a bunch of bankers are sitting on the ownership of that, saying that the future of the world is going to be determined by the people that have signed on to these contracts for these debts, paying up, or there is no war for them. You're going to take it out of your economy, okay? You're going to take it out of the places where the money's going now. And they're going to remove, for the future, all of the ability of labor to produce wealth. Okay? That's what they're going to take out of the economy, because we rely on money to be created as debts. Okay? So it's not until you actually get around to being in the kind of a situation that you describe, Nick, very well, that you can even get to think about and realize how important the money system is, the monetary system that you're operating under, to the ability of civilized society to just go about doing its ordinary things that it wants to do, which is to have a decent standard of living for its citizens. Okay? So, having said that, and having agreed with you, Nick, that we are here. Okay, we are here. We've got the IMF and the World Bankers telling you just keep doing this because, well, aren't they right? I mean, the consequence of keeping on doing it is minimal compared to the consequence of stopping doing it, which, because of the turmoil in the financial systems of the world's countries, that the bankers that are holding that paper are going to be able to wreak on us. Because of that, they say just keep spending. Because why? Because the consequence of that debt money system is that there's continually being more and more and more and more taken out of the economy for paying the debt service on the debt. Okay? So we can't have jobs, can't have our houses, the bed on the house. Okay? We can't have all the things that we think that we work and that we want to work, that we want to continue to work and have work doing, that is to say, providing the labor to create the well-being. Okay, that's what we do, the people. that we're not going to have those benefits because we're going to have to pay those debts. And those debts were created out of necessity in order to keep the system going with the debt money system. Okay? They were created out of necessity. They were created out of mathematics and ill science of the money system. And Frederick Soddy was one of the earliest scientists to take a look at why we have booms and busts in the economies, and why are they so serious. I mean, not just booms and busts, Great Depressions. Why are they allowed to happen? Why are they allowed to happen? Everybody can work, and then all of a sudden nobody can work. Why is that allowed to happen? It's allowed to happen because we're not in control of our monetary systems. We're not in control of our money systems. We need to be in control of our money systems. Now doesn't that sound like socialism? Yeah, it sounds like socialism, but it's not. Okay? If it was socialism, we would be in charge of the banking system. Okay? I'm not talking about being in charge of the banking system, the monetary system. Monetary system is something that is naturally belongs in the realm of the function of the government. They're the only ones that can be responsible and accountable for what happens with the money system. When you talk about the Tories or the Conservatives or the Democrats or the Republicans, it doesn't matter what party they're affiliated with, they become the government. And that's who we rely upon. When something goes wrong, that's who we call upon when something goes wrong. And that's who's responsible for the money system. The monetary system, the monetary function of money creation and managing the currency of the country is the responsibility of the government. That is the responsibility of the government. So what we need to do, is to use whatever period where we have available to us by continuing this present system with all of its flaws, because it's the only system we know how to use, the only system that we've been using for 100 years, is to use that time to develop a new monetary system. That is the answer. And the paying off of all of those debts rather than the absolute need to continue to grow all those debts. You spend? How do you spend? That's your point, is, the IMF wants us to continue to spend. The only way we can spend is to borrow more money. And that's the problem. If we were spending for the things that we want to buy and sell, same things that we would be buying and selling if we had enough money in the monetary system, those same things we would be buying and paying for those same things. So it can't be inflationary. It can't be inflationary. No. It's anti-deflationary is what it really is. So that's the answer, Nick. Okay? This is our time. And you're right, because we are here. Monetary reform. Everything has got to be on the table. Everything. The great settling of accounts is coming. Thanks.